Mathematics Grade 6, Geometry 2D. Let's look at the characteristics of 2D shapes. What are the similarities between a square and a rectangle? Let's look at the similarities and differences of the following shapes. Over here we see a square and a rectangle. The similarities. Both have 4 corners and 4 sides. Both have 2 pairs of opposite sides which are equal in length. Both have 2 pairs of sides which are parallel. Both have diagonals which are equal in length. And the diagonals bisect each other. Let's look at more characteristics. What are the differences between a square and a rectangle? Let's first look at a square. All 4 sides are equal in length. The diagonals intersect perpendicularly, which means 90 degrees. Let's look at a rectangle. Only opposite sides are the same length. As we can see, the left side and right side are exactly the same size, while the top and the bottom parts are exactly the same size. The diagonals do not intersect perpendicularly. Let's look at different types of polygons. Firstly, let's look at regular polygons. Regular means that all the sides of the figure are equally long. It doesn't matter how many sides there are, as long as all the sides are equal in length. Let's look at the second part. Irregular polygons. Irregular means that the sides of the figure are not the same length. Some of the sides can be equally long, but not all of them. Now here are 5 types of polygons. The first one is a triangle, which has 3 sides. The second one is a square, which has 4 sides. The third one is a rectangle, which has 4 sides. The fourth one is a parallelogram with 4 sides. And then the last one is a pentagon, which has 5 sides. Now, remember, a polygon is any figure with more than 2 corners. If all the sides are equal in length, it is called a regular polygon or an equilateral angle. Let's look at a square. We know that a square's sides are equally long, and therefore we say that it is a regular square. Now let's look at a rectangle. It also has 4 sides. Therefore, it is also a quadrilateral, but it is an irregular polygon because its sides are not equally long. Now look at a parallelogram. Although it has 4 sides, they are not equally long. Therefore, we call it an irregular polygon. Now the last one, let's look at a pentagon. When all of the pentagon sides are equally long, we call it a regular polygon. But when not all of the sides are equally long, we call it an irregular polygon. Let's look at 3 more polygons. The first one here is a hexagon, which has 6 sides. The second one is a hectagon, which has 7 sides. And the last one is an octagon, which has 8 sides. When we look at a hexagon, a regular hexagon is when all sides are equally long, and an irregular hexagon is when the sides are not the same length. Let's look at a hectagon. A regular hectagon is when all the sides are equally long, and an irregular hectagon is when the sides are different in length. Then lastly, did you see that the octagon in the previously given figure has sides with different lengths? Therefore, we say that it is an irregular octagon. If all the sides were equally long, we would call it a regular octagon. Geometry 2D. 2D shapes are classified not only according to the amount and size of sides, but also according to the types of sides, namely curved sides and straight sides. Let's look at closed shapes with curved sides only. Look at the figures underneath. Do you see that all the figures have curved sides? No straight lines are present here, and therefore we say it is closed shapes with curved sides only. Let's look at the second one. Closed shapes with straight and curved sides. Look again at the figures underneath. In the figures, we can see that there are both curved sides as well as straight sides. Let's look at the last part. Closed shapes with straight sides only. Look again at the shapes underneath. These are the 2D shapes which are more known to you. All these sides are straight lines, and therefore they are closed shapes with straight lines. Now, very important, what must you know? You must know how to classify shapes according to their amount of sides as well as according to their type of sides. Polygons, for example, a hexagon is either a regular hexagon or an irregular hexagon, and it is a shape with straight lines. Now that is just one example of what you must know. Let's do an activity. Let's look if you can do the following activity on your own. If you struggle, you are more than welcome to go look at the video again. Make sure that you understand this work. Number 1. Name the following shapes. Some have 2 names. Also, name the amount of sides for each shape. You may pause the video and go write your answers down, and then go look at the video and make sure if you got it right or not. Number 2. Which of the following shapes are closed shapes with straight and curved sides, or closed shapes with only curved sides? Again, you may pause the video and go write down what you think the answers are. Then, the last part of the activity. Name the types of polygons.